Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the one thing that's coming up right after Christmas, New Year's. And with that, everyone's going to be making their New Year's resolutions. So I want to be as helpful as I can be with making them, because let's not start it and say I'm going to lose weight next year. Obviously, if that's a goal, that is great. But let's think more specific. Don't just generalize it. I want to save money. I want to buy a house. I want to get a new car. I want to start a family. There's so many things that you can make your New Year's resolution, and then you'll feel like you're failing at it, or you won't see the progress. And most of the time we give up. And then about halfway through the year, we're like, oh wait, we had a New Year's resolution. I have time to go ahead and kick that into gear. And then you start and then you trail off again. And then you're just like, forget it. I'll figure it out next year. How many times have we done this? How many times have we done something similar to this? So this video is pretty much gonna help you guys narrow in what your New Year's resolution is and find specific goals within those and try and make it happen this year. We can make it happen. We have to just believe in ourselves and not just throw it on the back burner and just be like, well, life got in the way. Of course, life can get in the way. You can pause, you can make slower progressions, but don't give up. So with that, let's go into the main one that I think everyone does. It's the main one I did for years, was I'm going to lose weight. That was my goal. I'm going to lose weight. So there was nothing more specific to it. You can't start the year and say, hey, I'm gonna lose 200 pounds. Let's dial it in. I'm gonna eat a certain number of calories a day or a week this year to help me with my goal of losing weight. I'm gonna exercise 3 times a week this year to help me hit my goal of losing weight. I'm gonna go to Pilates or spin or kickboxing class 1 or 2 days a week to help me lose weight. I'm gonna try a new exercise routine or a new exercise course or whatever it is 4 times a month, and I'm gonna try a different one every month. Like, do something. I'm gonna go hiking every 6 weeks. Do something, plan something that will help you achieve the overall goal. Set a limit. I want to lose 50 pounds this year. How am I going to do that? All right, well, I have 12 months to do it. If I break down maybe 2 or 3 pounds a month that I want to lose weight, that gives you that grace of, oh, okay, well, I only lost 1 pound this month or 2 pounds this month. Okay, next month, I have a whole nother set of goals to help me get there. Maybe I want to do 5 pounds a month or whatever it is. Make a smaller, chewable, bite size goal to help you get to the bigger piece of pie, piece of cake goal, your big goal. So it could just be something as, I want to meal prep 5 times a week to help me lose weight or to help me be healthier, or I want to take a cooking class or a nutrition course or something that will help you reach your overall goal. Another one could be, I want to save money. Okay, how much money? How much money is realistic? Have you sat down and looked at your bills, how much you need to pay? Are all those subscriptions that you aren't using right now, can we go ahead and cut those out and say, okay, I'm spending $15 on Netflix and I don't watch it. Okay, instead of paying $15 a month for Netflix, schedule $15 a month to come out and go into savings. Just $15. That's not bad. That's not hard. That's not gonna stop you from buying groceries or paying a bill or anything like that. And at least you save something along the way. It could be, okay, you use Walmart or Target and you clip those little coupons to save like 5% here or whatever when you get your receipt, and it's just like you saved $9. Okay, well, I'm going to take that $9 that I saved and I'm going to put it into savings. And at the end of the year, when Walmart or Target or whatever shopping center that you have is just like, wow, you saved $150 this year by using this app. You can be like, oh, okay, I saved it and it's actually in my savings. That's what I did. Little adjustments like that to help you save money. But I would say for that, you need to see where you're spending, and that will help you save money. Maybe you're a shopaholic and you really like buying yourself stuff. I'm not going to say stop buying yourself stuff because I'm on the opposite end of that problem. So I'm trying to learn that money shouldn't only go to my kids, my family. I need to spend a little bit on me too. I should enjoy more things. So I'm never going to be like stop spending money on yourself. Like that's I understand it can get out of hand. It can. So why don't you limit it? If you're spending like, I don't know, $500 a month on just you, can you break it down to 400? And then 3 months later, can you maybe bring it down to 350, 300? And maybe your goal is to get to $200 a month spending on yourself. Or if you're at $200, maybe let's bring that goal down to $50 a month. Or, okay, each month I'm going to buy myself one nice thing that's going to be just for me. Or one paycheck, I'm going to buy one nice thing just for me. So something like that. Maybe your New Year's resolution is to spend more time with your family, go on more dates with your partner. Okay, that's great. Maybe once a week you have a date, and it doesn't have to be dinner and a movie. It doesn't have to be the same type of thing. It could be like, okay, this week we're gonna do a cooking class together. This week we're gonna go paint together. This week we're gonna go for a walk in the park. This week we're gonna go for a little hike. This week we're gonna try and I don't know, snowboard, canoe. It depends on where you live. Those little things make it really cute, really fun. Plan it, obviously, plan it ahead of time, maybe even a month ahead of time if it's something more extravagant for yourself. Like, okay, if you're gonna go for a hike and you don't live anywhere with great trails, you're gonna have to search it up and be like, hey, next month on our date, we're gonna go do this. So, and then that way you can prepare for it. Um, those are a few things. Maybe it could just be holiday shopping. Like it could be one of them. Valentine's Day is coming up. I know New Year's resolution, so we're thinking about the New Year's. Maybe you could be like, oh, okay, let's go on a date and let's both show each other one thing that we really like in the holiday section, the Valentine's Day section. Maybe you can't find a cute teddy bear or a nice little mug or a box of chocolates that you really, really want, instead of just being like, I hope my partner gets me this. It could just be like, hey, I like this. What do you like? Oh, you like that? Okay, well, let's buy it for each other. Yeah, we see it. Yeah, we know. But let's do that and then let's go do something together too. Let's go, I don't know, make it something that you and him like. If you both like sporting events, maybe that could be a date night. Let's go to a sporting event on a date night. Maybe go-karts. Just, it doesn't have to be like this every single week, but I would say at least once a month, do something different. As a date, a way to bond, a way to make new memories. Just something cute. Another one could just be like to plan a getaway. Maybe you want to spend more time with your significant other. If you have children, maybe take 2 days, have a family member or whoever you have that helps watch your children. If you are lucky enough to have that, of course, do that and then do just like a 2-day getaway. It could be a getaway at the next town over. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Just something for the two of you. Just something nice, more dates if that's what your goal is. Another one could just be, I want to learn a new skill. That one, it's kind of what I just talked about with dates. Obviously, pick out what that new skill is. If you want to learn how to sew, all right, well, now's the time to start looking up courses. Okay, maybe there's a course that I can start taking in January, or maybe I'll give myself some time and I'll start taking a course in February. That way I can set aside money to pay for the course or whatever it may be. But look now and start making that commitment now. Don't wait until January and be like, oh, okay, well, My goal is to learn how to cook this year. So since it's officially 2026, now I need to start looking into it. Look into it now. Obviously, holiday season can be very overwhelming. You're pulled in so many different places. You got to buy gifts for so many different people, and then you forget someone on your list, and you got to make a last minute pit stop. But in those few minutes that you do have, try and go ahead and be like, okay, cooking classes. A lot of places right now, they're not going to be offering brand new cooking classes, for instance, because the holidays coming up. They're going to want to spend time with their family too. But you can kind of look into it and get a pricing idea right now. You don't have to necessarily book it right now. It'd be great if you could book it right now and get a head start and just be like, oh, okay, on January 6th is when the next one starts. I'm going to go ahead and book it right now. That way, 6 days into the new year, I'm already starting that New Year's resolution. Don't keep pushing it back, because that's what we always do. That's how the New Year's resolutions don't get hit, is that we're constantly pushing them back. Another one could just be a New Year's resolution, could be I want to read more books. I want to read 12 books this year. All right, so go ahead and start looking for those first 3 books. Start go This is a perfect time actually for people that are like, oh, what do I get you for Christmas? Books. Perfect. Buy me your favorite book that you would recommend to someone. That way I can read it. Or look up Oprah or Reese Witherspoon's book of the month. I think they have. I'm not too sure. I'm guessing right now. I know that they have some sort of book club or something. Or if you're into scary, or if you love Stephen King, just stuff like that, go ahead and start looking that up. And when people are like, what do I buy you for Christmas? Buy me a book, because next year my New Year's resolution is going to be read more. And you're actually helping me achieve a goal in the future. I know not everyone's like, oh, I want a book for Christmas. I mean, I do, but that's just me. That would just be something that I can recommend for those. And when you get that book, make a commitment. I'm going to read a chapter a day. I'm going to read a chapter every other day. I'm going to read, depending on what your overall goal is. Obviously, if you want to read one a month, depending on how long the book is, you might need a little bit more than a month, and that's okay. Give yourself grace. There could be books that are a little shorter and you're able to read 2 in that month. Just give yourself some grace as well. If you don't achieve the goal within the first month, that's okay. You can make it a little bit more realistic. Maybe you took too much of that chunk of pie as a goal, and now you just need to make a smaller portion of that goal to achieve the overall goal. Sorry, I'm using food right now as a way to describe like different measurements of your goals. It's just I'm cutting back on my portions because I'm not portioning, and all I can think about is food right now. But so I'm trying to get healthier. But that's my little goal. It's not my New Year's resolution, but it's a good example for a goal. I'm sure there's other New Year's resolutions. I wanted to pick some from each different area in people's lives. I'm sure I didn't hit them all, but I think you get the overall picture. When you're making a New Year's resolution, don't make it so broad, so see-through. Make it an overall bigger picture, yes, but you need to break it down to more edible chunks is what I want to say now. I'm so sorry for all the food reference, but make it into smaller pieces that are more consuming. I'm sorry. But that's just one of the most successful things that you can do for yourself. I struggled with that for so long until I made myself. I like planning. I like having my planner, and I like scheduling my monthly goals. So, for instance, in my planner, I have these topics actually. I have a money topic, which would be in green for me. I have a family topic, which would be in red for me. Love. I don't know. Sometimes it's blue because it's my favorite color, but whatever. I color coord it, and each month it'll be something simple like, say, $50 this month. Go on a date this month. Take my daughter somewhere special. And obviously, I can't hit all of those, but sometimes I want to push myself to do a little more. And it could just be like, okay, take my daughter somewhere special. They love going to the park. So it's really cute because last month I took them to a brand new park and now it's their favorite. There's so many different things in that park. And it was an accident. I just found it and I was like, oh, I want to do something special for my girls this month. And I want to see if they'll like a new park. It's free. It's something that they love. They have so many memories. They have me joining in with them, which means I am burning more calories, which is great for me because that was another one of my goals. So it's really cute and fun when you just open your eyes to a bigger picture and you can find these little goals within something just passing by a park. Now I take them once a week. They love it. Sometimes I take them daily if I have enough time with my work schedule. I even showed their father, like, hey, this is the new park that they're talking about. I picked them up, I drove them there, and it was like 3 minutes away from our house. I live very close to their father, so it's I was blessed to do that. Um, so I live really close to their father to make it easier on the children. So I found this park. I drove them there and I went out and I was like, look, like they love this. They love this. Now I'm gonna go to the car. We did it together for a little bit and then I was like, I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna go to the car. I want you to have this special moment with them too. He's really bad with directions, so he couldn't find the park on his own. So I backed off and I let them spend time together. And when they were done, they got in the car. They were telling me how much fun that they had. He was like, "Thank you for doing that for me." It was it was something special for them. And then I dropped him back off. I took the kids with me and I enjoyed even more time. But it was something that I found that was so small that meant so much. So when you're making these New Year's resolutions, they can be small and it can have a serious impact on your life. It can bring out bigger goals for you. You might want to change it and be like, oh, you know what? I hit my goal this year. Now I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Like I lost those 50 pounds 6 months in. I'm going to add another 25. Can I hit another 25? Can I hit another 50? You know, when you get to zero in, make it bigger, make it smaller. But as long as you're trying, that's the most important thing. Don't get this New Year's resolution and then just be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't hit it in 3 months. I'm done. Don't give up on yourself. Okay. So hopefully the bite sized chunks will work for you guys. I honestly think it will. It worked for me. You just have to stay positive through it. And I really hope that this video helps you guys achieve your goals. Please like and subscribe, follow for more content. I'm going to be putting out videos weekly. I know I was kind of back and forth. And also, I finally got my mic working, so this is going to sound so much better than the other videos. Progress, people, progress. See, that was a goal. I put it on my calendar to get it done, and it got done. So, until next time, thanks guys for watching. Have a great day.